Hey there. Happy Monday, everyone. I have a guest that's going to be coming to join me, and her name is Kathy Guzzo, and we're going to talk about something that I'm super excited about. So, you all know I do my supplements and I'm a part of Bank Code. Well, now I have this other thing that I absolutely adore. So, many years ago, I used to work in a bank. Yeah, I know. Stuff happens. People end up doing the wrong thing. It's just it's just what it is. And but I had fun, so it was fun working there, but I couldn't do it for long. It's just not my vibe. So I'm not a big fan of having a huge savings account. I do real estate, so most of my any extra, so to speak, money goes into real estate, and that's where most of my investments are. However, instead of having a savings account, so to speak, although I do have a little one, I have chosen to go with coins, silver and gold coins. So, which is kind of funny because my whole personality isn't all that sort of like I'm not a big history person. In history, real estate has proven to go up and down, but it's always come on top. In history, gold and silver, I don't think you can go wrong with gold and silver. What do you think, Kathy? I don't think that's even humanly possible.
100%.
So this is what I'm doing now, and I wanted to come on here and share. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I thought I got to grab Kathy because Kathy's actually the expert. But I now have joined a company where I can purchase some coins once a month, more if I want to, which I do. And I can help others do the same thing. And so that's why I brought on my expert here. So I'm going to remove myself and let Kathy talk a little bit about herself, how she got into it, and how wonderful this is. Go for it, Kathy.
Thanks, Marianne. I'm super excited to be here with you today and share just what Marianne is telling you about. So just to give you a little bit about my background, I'm a jeweler by trade. So I did the first ever jewelry internship at the University of Alabama. I have a retailing degree from the university, and I did the first ever jewelry internship. And that started me in the jewelry business back in the 1970s. Now, I realize that's before most of you were even born. So I've been in the space of gold and silver for 5 decades. So what I loved about it is, I ended up with a 3-store jewelry chain, the only independent jewelry chain in the state of Alabama, and named after my son, Michael Anthony. And it was a great space. It was a great time, Marianne. I learned so much. I literally grew up in the jewelry business. And I eventually got out of the jewelry business because, as we study Robert Kiyosaki, who I absolutely love, the #1 personal financial bestseller in the world, he teaches us the cash flow quadrants. And, on the left-hand side is employee, when you're working for somebody else, exchanging time for money. And on the lower left-hand side is self-employed. Well, that was me as a jeweler. So even then, it was a tough challenge, and I could never leave it and have my income continue. And so I love helping people transition to the right side of that cash flow quadrant. The right side is a business owner with a business that has a system that makes money. And that's exactly what we're going to talk to you about today. And the last part of that cash flow quadrant on the right-hand side is where your money is making money for you. As Marianne says, that's a real estate thing. That's a gold and silver thing. So what we love to do is help people transition from exchanging time for money on the left-hand side. And literally that is, 95% of the population making 5% of the money, transition over here on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, where this is just 5% of the population, but we're making 95% of the money. That's where we want to be, where we're no longer exchanging time for money, where our money is making money. And there's no better way to do that, in my opinion, than gold and silver. Because as Marianne mentioned to you, this has been recognized as money for over 5,000 years. It's got a 5,000-year track record. And in that track record, it's never gone to zero. and an ounce of gold will buy today what an ounce of gold bought 10 years ago and 100 years ago. So this is, if you would, it's protection. It's purchasing power protection right here with gold and silver. So that's what we love to do. We love to help people transition where they can start trading asset classes, if you would, where you can trade paper money. And we know the story of fiat. Oh my gosh. If you've ever studied, this is fiat currency, they call it, because it's paper and it's only worth what the government says it's worth. Okay. But gold and silver have their own value globally. You don't even need to know the language, and it speaks for itself. This is an ounce of silver in a silver eagle. This is an ounce of gold in a gold eagle, the two most recognized coins in the world. So we just help people trade asset classes. For the first time, they can put in dollars, US dollars, Canadian dollars, whatever dollars they've got, paper money, and transfer it to real sound money, gold and silver, as little as $1 at a time. So I love it, Marianne. And we old school, we had the old layaway program. This is like a layaway program for gold and silver. No one's ever done this.
Right?
It's epic.
I
So
love it.
what the kings and queens and the hoo-has have always done, and the banks and financial institutions know how to do it. What we're doing, Marianne, is we're teaching individuals how simple and easy they can with this platform acquire gold and silver from the comfort of your own home whenever you want. And we've got 4 asset classes. These are 2 of the 4, the gold eagle and the silver eagle. We're never out of stock. And you can transfer just as little as $1 at a time into gold and silver. So it's pretty epic.
So I'm getting the gold one, and I'm doing it not $1 at a time, a little more than that, but
Right.
like
Yeah.
maybe 100 at a time or whatever. Like it doesn't even, it's random, right? It just depends, what's happening. But I did want to share this just because, I didn't know anything about I knew coins were like a really cool thing and a big thing, and there's security. You want to talk security? Like, I'm not really a person who looks for a ton of security, but as an investor, you should kind of look at it a little bit, right? So anyways, so I was showing you this one, and of course I'm buying the eagle, and I think I bought the silver eagle. I can't, but I have so many of them, and I put them over there, and I just don't. But I want to show you this. Like, check out this. Hang on, I'm gonna go on here just so y'all can see this. Oh, like, look how cool this is. So this one here, oh gosh, the reflection is. So see how it's got like a little, so this one's called the solar system. So you can't see the little things. And this is what it looks like on the back. Like, it's just, these things are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And they make awesome gifts for grandchildren. And these are perfect gifts for graduations, birthdays, I don't even know, like anything that you have to, oh, you can't see it, but check out the difference, right? Like this is, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. But you get the idea, right? Like this is so cool. And I mean, I could show them all to you, but it doesn't, like they have so many wonderful things. Right, Kathy? Like they've got things with animals, and there's one with dolphins. I think I'm paying that one off too. Like there's all kinds of fun stuff. It just depends on what you gravitate to. So for me, solar system, I like astrology. It goes along with my Doctor of Metaphysics thing. And then, the eagle is just because it's so valuable. It's like what, like $3,000 US. And you get paid off as little or as quick or as fast or slow or whatever you like. And wow, what a great gift for like a grandchild that would be as a wedding gift, let's say, or I don't know, something big, wherever you want to spend $3,000 on.
And another thing I love about what you just shared, Marianne, those coins that you held up in your case, these are graded coins, perfectly graded. MS means mint state. 70 is the highest grade on the Sheldon scale. So when you see this is an MS 70, that's what Marianne was holding up, either a MS or a proof 70, meaning they're perfect. So this is one of my favorites, Marianne. This is the I love you coin. This is inlaid enamel, red enamel, and it's got Swarovski crystal, and the filigree work is gorgeous. As a jeweler, I am drawn to the intricacy of this design. And I love the fact that when it gets a grading of MS 70, that means it's gone all the way through that minting process. And every little piece of silver is in place, and it's perfect. It's perfect. And then every stone is perfect. And then on the back, as you see, as Marianne shared with you, it's legal tender. That's the queen on the back. These are legal tender coins. They're sealed and graded and very exclusive. For example, you get a card with each coin. This little card says there are only 500 of this coin ever minted. And I've got one of the perfect ones. What that does is supply and demand. There's not many of these in the world, and I hold one of them. It's got a unique barcode and a unique number. Like I've got number 008. So I've got number 8 of 500 that I hold right here in my hands. So this is really fun, Marianne, because you've got something that's a small, tangible asset that's easily stored, and it has a great value. And the longer we hold on to these, I think the more value that they'll have, right?
They're so elegant. Like
They're
this is
beautiful.
such a
Absolutely beautiful.
timeless gift.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, if you're looking for, something beautiful to give to people, this is it. Not to mention for ourselves, like this is a beautiful thing. I'm starting to, I've been doing this now for a while, and I'm starting to gather them, and you know what? I'm going to have to find a place, which, my place is kind of small, but I'm going to have to find a place where I can display them. They are far too beautiful to just keep, in a drawer, or like I have them over here on my desk, which really is no place for them. But I have to figure out something nice, or else I'll put them on the wall or something. They're absolutely stunning, and you can't go wrong with them. As an investment, I'm an investment guru. Maybe this is my age, and no offense to any other things that are out there. I'm not going to mention their names. I'm not into other types of money, currency that is not real, but is
Not tangible.
it comes in different things. This is just security. That's all. It's fun. It's beautiful. It's elegant. It's the same thing for me for real estate. All of my investments are tied up in real estate. I love real estate. I sell it. Obviously, I'm going to go for real estate. This is something new and exciting to me. So I think, this is something we have to share. So we're going to come on here. We're going to talk a little about it each time. We'll show you maybe different things each time. We're not here to make this a very long presentation. If you are interested, please connect with me. And Kathy and I will be more than happy to get on on a 3-way call, I guess, or 4-way if there's more of you, or 5 or 6, and we can discuss all the details. We purposely are not mentioning the name of the company because we don't want to, and that's it. But it is fun, and you can make money with it in several different ways. You can also help to enrich other people's lives as well, which is what everything I do is all about, is let's help others feel better. I do the supplements. That's for the physical side. I do my energy healing. That's for energy healing. I love Bank Code, which is fantastic. And this is amazing. So yeah, give us a call. Let me know, DM me, and we'll get on a call with you together. First, I'll go on a call with you. And if I can't answer whatever questions, Kathy, I'm kind of new to it, so I don't want to go and tell you the wrong thing. But yeah, what's what are some of the, what, we'll discuss it in person. We'll discuss the financing in person, or we'll discuss that another time.
Yeah.
But right now I wanted to make this short and sweet. So final words, Kathy?
Yes. Final words. We have some epic new changes. We're in 41 countries now, and we have a new feature for you called My Mint, where you can actually, with your platform, you can mint your own coins. You can upload an image. You can enhance it with AI. You could have one coin on a pure base of silver, 1 ounce of silver, shipped to you within 48 hours. That is your design. You talk about a great gift.
Wow.
We now have the ability to do My Mint. I haven't even had a chance to share this with you, Marianne. It'll blow your mind. You talk about company logos. You talk about, Christmas cards. You talk about a baby born. You talk about a wedding gift, an anniversary. There's so much, and it would be unique, only one in the world. And you can create those now with your membership. And you could create an ounce of silver on a custom done for as little as $79.95. with your membership.
Can you imagine getting one of these? Like, I give my real estate clients a gift anytime I sell or buy with them. Can you imagine if they got one of these for me and it had my logo or my pic? Well, I don't know about my picture, but let's go with the logo. That sounds fantastic. Talk about an awesome branding tool.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Anyways, we're going to leave it at here for now, which is kind of what I was going for, about 15 minutes, short and sweet. Please connect with us, and we'll show you why we're so excited about this. And then you can get excited with us or not. And that's cool too. So you know what? You're going to get excited because it's an awesome thing. Thank you so much for joining me, Kathy. So we will see you next Monday at 1:30. Prepare any questions you might have. And then we will do our best to answer them. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye. Have a great week. Thanks, Marianne.